All right, let's get the hell out of this graveyard. Or let's check this tomb thing. Like, I don't know, getting attacked by headless ghosts is scary, but this definitely seems like an affirmation of relevance, don't you think?
As I always say, go towards where the screaming is. I just, hypothetically, if somebody wasn't really paying attention, what are we doing here?
We're trying to see if we can find out clues as to the whereabouts or the potential plot or what have you of the vagrant, aka Jack the Ripper, aka Arthur of Camelot.
All right, I knew that. I was testing you.
Did I sum it up right? What do you think, Raven? Did I miss anything big?
No, I think you pretty much summed it up. I guess we're also looking for anything that might give us a clue on our back life and stuff too, right? Is that fair?
Got it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. So, that grave, are we?
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna
check it out more?
We should dig it?
Well, yeah. Let's do something here. Let's dig it.
Grave rob.
Do you have a better idea? I don't know.
No, but all right. More skeletons attack us. I'm blaming you, though.
Screw the dead. They don't deserve respect.
Okay, so you start displacing the stone slab and digging in its place. And, well, you don't really find anything except, at some point you hit something. It's like metal or some stone, and as you dig it, it turns out to be some really, really rusty piece of metal. And then you take it out, and Xander, you recognize what probably used to be a sword very, very, very long ago. Now it's like 3 pieces of rust that are in the general shape of a sword.
Does it have any engraving on or something?
I'm afraid whatever engravings there might have been on the blade has disappeared a long time ago.
What a shame. I imagine this was a beautiful blade once. Now look at it, disregarded, disowned.
Yeah, whatever. Is there anything? Is there anything else inside the grave?
Well, at first no, and then you eventually find something that's black and very, very badly damaged piece of jewelry, maybe like a ring.
Is there something on it? Is it does it have a gem, something engraved on it?
No, it's like a round piece of black metal.
Of black. Okay, so it's not the one ring. We can be sure of that.
Would you guys mind if I put this on? Maybe it'll bring back some memories.
You sure that's a good idea? It could be cursed.
Go ahead.
Well, better me than you guys, right? Let's do this. I put it on.
You put the ring on. It's a little bit tight, but you put it on. And you find yourself there's noise around you. It's a battle. And you look around, people are fighting all over, people from your side, people from the enemy side. And you look in your hands, and you have your sword in one hand and a hand in the other hand, a hand that you probably just cut off. And the hand has a black ring. Well, not a black ring, a silver ring on one of its fingers. And then you can read on the ring something that you can't really recognize the writing now, but at the time it probably said Mordred.
Yep.
You don't think that's the ring of Mordred, but maybe like a sign of that those people served him.
Am I still in the battlefield, or did I come back?
No, you're coming back. You see the hand, and actually it's your hand that you're holding.
Okay, excellent. I think this ring belonged to a follower of Mordred.
Mordred? Isn't that like the incest child of Morgan and Arthur?
Maybe that's contested.
What's known for sure is
the
that
original
he's,
lore, it never said anywhere about them being together, but there is historical evidence to point them as being together later on.
what's relevant is that he was a definitive traitor, if I recall.
Was he, or is it that contested too?
Well, kinda.
Kinda which?
He's kind of a traitor. He's kind of not. It depends on what legend. It depends on what book you read.
Okay.
Well, for you, the name Mordred is obviously it brings back a bad feeling. You're not sure Mordred was ever one of the knights you were part of, but you remember the name. You remember it was associated with a lot of violence and death, including some of your best friends, and including possibly yours.
Well, all I know is that whoever we fought just now probably weren't our old companions, and whoever this is probably wasn't either.
Yeah, they died way too easily.
At the very least, it seems like this is connecting us back to an ancient history, but I don't know what the end game is here, and who the players are.
Finding Jack.
Is this sword, do you think, is somehow important? Like, should we keep it, or?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty good at getting old artifacts back into shape. So, could you hand me that?
Okay.
I have a relatively high craft skill.
If you're gonna reforge an old rusted sword, that's probably not gonna work.
Well, I mean,
I was WD-40 to get the rust off, but
I see what you mean, but this is like more like sticks made of rust more than metal covered with rust at this point. I mean,
hey, you have a friend that's a historian and might know something about it.
Oh, true. Also, he might know something about the symbol or three people and the head cut off, the one that's on the grave.
Okay, so let's think back to what information we've gathered.
I'll probably take an edge with that.
What was that?
So we've got a rusty sword, a ring of a maybe traitor, and 3 dead ghosts, and a symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Do you guys think there's something else in this town, or should we go back to Tutbury?
I'm gonna roll for clairvoyance. I'm curious, see if that'll help at all.
All
right, so we were able to do a thing with supernatural powers before. I'm gonna try it again. I'll get a look of concentration, read constipation on my face.
Not bad.
If I can divine any answers.
Well, no, but you clearly feel there's something wrong in this place, and it's not. You don't know what it is exactly. Where it's. I mean, it's probably coming from the grave, but it's like. It's like when you look at the general area of the grave, you sort of see the ground sinking, and some sort of black water kind of raising and making the whole place damp. And it's slightly dizzying and disorienting. But yeah, that's you can feel strongly that there's a lot of darkness in this area, in this graveyard, and particularly in this spot.
Well, we found the right place, and we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, this is what I said, but I was ignored.
Well, if we found the right spot, why should we get out of here? That doesn't make any sense.
Because we've already explored the right spot.
But it seems like there's always what makes you say that? What did you find?
Was there a body in the grave?
Have we? I don't even know. Have we finished digging it up?
Well, Fennec, as a doctor, if you didn't find any boxes, any remains of box that could have been used to bury a corpse, but you did find some personal belongings, and
that doesn't say anything. It might be a mass grave.
Well, yeah. The thing is, which is highly possible, if the knight was buried just like that, then there's a high probability that there's absolutely nothing left of the corpse.
You know, since ghosts are real and apparently past lives can come back from the dead, you don't think that it got up and left, do you?
And left his ring and his sword behind.
I don't know. I don't speak zombie.
Well, the sword's not really much of a sword anymore, so that's understandable. I don't know. Let's keep digging. I think if it's a mass grave, we should see more things, more bones, more swords, more rings, maybe. So let's dig a little bit more. Perhaps we'll find a little more evidence.
No, I don't know. Kick up any more graves.
Or do either or just like keep digging the same grave, or do either of you guys know like a purification method, like
I have a verse, perhaps.
cleanse the lands?
Choose the but like I don't really know how it works. The I shall eradicate the weeds. It's like choose a dark verse, talisman, or hunting. Does that count? I don't know what a talisman or hunting means. The dark verse is spelled.
You can try it.
Black holes of dark seem like a haunting.
Yeah, this seems about right. Give it a try.
So that costs the Archon karma, right?
I think it's light karma actually.
Oh, yeah, but I don't have any more light karma, so I'm gonna have to wait.
Oh yeah, I mean you probably have one left.
No,
have your Trinity.
Oh,
you have your Trinity karma, right? You have 1 point, but you need 2 to cast this one.
yeah. So I have 1 point.
Yeah,
We can't give people karma, right?
No, there are powers for that actually, but yeah, you have to buy them.
Okay.
You can either leave the place, or you can wait until sunrise, so your karma is replenished, and try it then.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do that?
Can we leave the place and then wait till sunrise?
Yeah, we're just gonna have to leave and
Come back.
well, yeah. I imagine we don't all want to hang out here till sunrise. Honestly, that might be a good idea though. Like, spooky things come out at night. So if there is a ghost or a zombie, it'll be here at night, don't you think?
If something wants to come back to the grave, yeah, it could happen. We should probably fill in the grave, not tip any potential visitors off, though.
Sure, we can fill it in, and maybe we can like hide out till the morning.
All
And if
right.
anything comes, we ambush it. And if nothing comes, then we cleanse it in the morning, and then we all just leave, and we go go to sleep. Reconvene in the afternoon. What do you guys think,
I like the plan.
Raven?
Okay.
Did you have does anyone I'm open to suggestions. Anyone have a better idea?
It's kind of like I have no answer, but like it worries me to leave the grave like this after we have messed with it, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna fill it in.
Yes, but don't you think that the fact that we have killed the Guardians might tip someone off?
What guardians? They were ghosts that disintegrated into dust. They're gone now. They might have just been random ghosts.
Maybe we can dress up as ghosts and act like the Guardian.
That's definitely not gonna work. Unless one of you guys have super good.
Okay,
disguise
so let's just go and come back so we can deal with it, so we can get rid of the haunted place forever once I have my karma back.
Very well. So, you go back to town and wait out the rest of the day, wait for the night, and then in the morning, at sunrise, you can both feel at sunset. You can feel your dark karma replenishing, and the next day, Raven and Fennec, you can both feel the light coming back to you.
It feels good to be on the light side again. Yup. Ha ha.
So let's go back to the graveyard. Let's see if we can get rid of it. Should I say it? Are we there yet?
Yes, we're all there.
Okay. I cultivate my kingdom as I cultivate my garden. I will root out the weeds.
So, Fennec and Raven, you still feel that the weirdness around the place, and it's like some sort of wave is cutting through the darkness that you felt, and it doesn't cleanse it completely, but you think you feel it's marginally better than it used to be.
You did something.
Yes. I don't think I completely fixed it, though.
Yeah, you did something, but you're not exactly sure what yet.
I'm going to try to roll for clairvoyance again to see if the giant black hole is still there.
We probably have to hang out here overnight. We're just gonna have to suck that. Just gonna have to suck it up.
I don't know if we can afford another wasted day. Yeah, well.
What else are we doing? What other clues do we have?
By the way, I have a question. So my aura says I can re-roll my cancer aura.
Yes, when you do ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you didn't do one, so it's yes. Well, you can't really feel it anymore. It's harder to. You think it's harder to feel now. It doesn't feel as bad as it used to.
I'm not feeling much of anything, guys. If I knew my life would take such a supernatural route, I probably should have taken some classes in, I don't know, saying. Oh no, the supernatural.
I don't know. From all the horror movies I've seen, seance always turn out bad. So try to avoid that.
All right, Xander, your phone is ringing.
Oh, cool. I'll answer. Hello.
Hey, Xander, it's Stan. You remember me, don't you?
Yes, of course I do. I called you asking for information. I remember your friends.
All right. Two things. One, the boss noticed that I sent you a mail about the Jack the Ripper stuff, and he would like, when you get around to it, he would like some update about why you're in England investigating police murders. So, I don't know. You said it was a mission, but he said he didn't authorize anything. Anyway, it's not my problem. Second thing is, does your investigation has to do with the murders that were committed last night in London, in Whitechapel?
What murders?
Oh, you don't know? Well, there was a pizza delivery guy, and I think a woman that was living around, and they were found the next morning in an alleyway, like cut to pieces, like by swords or stuff.
Cut to pieces with swords, you say?
Yeah.
Do you have an exact address on this?
No, this is like just the news from England.
Great. So that was in Whitechapel, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Dan. I'm gonna thank you for your help. Keep your eyes and ears open. Let me know if you hear anything. Anything weird, just like that. People getting chopped up with swords is definitely related. And I'll clear up with the boss. He must have forgotten. You know how they get when they're a little older. What would they do without us? All right, Dan. See you, buddy.
Xander, he's 40. He's not
buddy. See ya. Oh, guys, we need to hurry to Whitechapel. Some people were murdered with swords.
Yay! Let's go!
Our military access much longer. Let's go.
It's been a while since we got to examine a body that's been brutally chopped to pieces.
You drive, I guess, to London. Like, do you have like a specific direction in mind, or just London in general?
Whitechapel.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
You get to London, and it's actually pretty easy to find info about the murder. Like there's papers about it. It's basically pretty super brutal stuff that just happened. So all the daily papers are about it. And from cross-referencing the papers, you can guess the address. Indeed.
Great. So it seems like we have an address. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go check out them buddies.
Let's see if I can get us past the police line this time.
You find the street. It's like a small street between buildings, and the street is closed with yellow police lines. And there are a couple officers around there that are on the lookout, and you can see like chalk marks where the bodies used to be, and blood. There's blood on the ground. There's blood on the walls, on the brick walls around, And some passerbys are stopping by and trying to get a glimpse of the horrible scene, and the policemen are like chasing them away.
Okay, so I guess we'll walk on forward, and I guess Sandra will take the lead unless somebody's more confident in what they want to say. No?
All right, so can I walk forward and see if I can do a medicine check on the blood to see if I can figure out how old it is?
How old?
Yes. How
Okay.
long it's like exactly how long it's been there.
Well,
By the general, it's been there 1 day.
Well, I mean, from what you can see from a distance, some of it is clearly dried. So, I mean, yeah, it sounds plausible that it happened last night, probably.
Right. I'm gonna try to go to the police blocking people out because we need to get closer to do an investigation. I like Xander would think.
Okay.
I imagine while he's doing that, the Fennec is doing like looking at the blood from a distance. So as I go up there, do I have like any kind of like military badge or anything?
Well, I'm guessing American, yes.
ID, yeah.
Yeah.
Why would
Sure.
American police have any jurisdiction in a British?
Trust me, it's all about the authority.
Oh, this is gonna work out grand.
So I'm like Xander's gonna pull up, like flip the badge open really quick and then close really quick. Kind of like the FBI do.
Mm-hmm.
Military personnel, we're here to check out the scene. We believe that it may be related to military matters. This is an out of the normal circumstance. Obviously, whoever committed this crime was highly trained, likely by the military. So this needs to be kept under wraps. It needs to be investigated internally. And we need to see if that is true. If so, we'll have to take over from here.
All right, that's a good attempt. You have.
Right.
I'm gonna let you choose to do a roll of either persuasion or subterfuge.
Oh,
You have a bonus of 3.
Right. So keep those fingers crossed.
Keeping them crossed.
What about leadership? Could I convince you? This is a very like leader type situation. Take in charge.
Do you have wait? Leadership? Yeah, no. I didn't see you had leadership. Yeah, okay. You can try leadership.
Awesome, guys. We have a chance.
I forgot about that one.
There's a real chance here. Let's do this. Darkness all the way. Hail to the dark.
All right. You take a debt of darkness.
That's fine. I accept.
We're all falling to the dark side.
I don't know. Well, that's what we needed.
Darkness has the best rolls.
The lightness has let me down. I needed a 4 to do this. So sad.
As Zender says this, you both can feel there's a slightly threatening tone in his voice, and the police officer seems to be a little bit impressed by it and says, okay, you can come take a closer look. Yeah, are these your colleagues?
Of course. Why else would they be with me?
Yeah, okay. You can go check this out a little bit. I'll check with my superiors.
Yep, and Xander will walk forward.
He leaves. He walks a little bit farther to take his phone out and starts to talk to his phone.
Great.
Okay. Yeah.
5 minutes before we're ushered out of here.
Yeah, like less. We have 3 before we need to be out of here. So do the investigation quickly.
Okay. So what do we roll? Vigilance.
You can roll for vigilance. Yes. There's also
medicine, right?
Medicine is not. Well, I mean, let's see.
Well, it'll be useful eventually.
I feel like it would be because these people were chopped up. We need to see
Well, I mean, the thing
Well,
is,
they aren't here.
the thing is, there's no body, so
Oh,
not
there's no
much
body.
to. No, the bodies were taken away. Vigilance is one. Tactics is tactics works because tactics lets you envision how things went down.
Oh, I can.
So
depending on-
strategy? Tactics or strategy?
Tactics.
I-
Strategy is more like global stuff.
I did it. I win.
And Libra search is good.
Couldn't I take a medicine check because I could check out the blood splatter and see how they are and determine how they were cut up that way?
Okay, you can do that. You have a -3 though because you really have very little information. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Highest skill, I have to use it.
All right, so it's still -3, so it's 15.
Yeah.
But 15 is still very good. Okay, so 22 is excellent. 11 is it could be better. Did somebody say something?
No,
I don't think so.
it's the
Okay.
dog. I need to give her medicine. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Though Xander would say to Fennec, take some blood samples before we leave.
Well, you
With
can
what
take some blood
exactly?
samples on if you have like a handkerchief or something, you can do that. But mostly, well, Fennec, you can kind of imagine that according to the height of the blood splatters, what you can envision is that there was probably the people who were there were probably struck in their bodies and maybe in the throat or something like that, and the blood flew to the walls, and the rest of the blood is more like bleeding on the floor.
So I've been watching a lot of Dexter. I know a little bit of blood splatter analysis, and I know you can determine how tall the attacker was based on the blood splatter and based on how the weapon hit the person. So how tall was Jack the Ripper? All right, so you can blood will splatter a certain way depending on the height of the aggressor due to how they would have had to hit the person with the weapon.
Well, I mean, I'll compound your role and Zender's role to determine that. So Zender, yeah, you can with his appreciation, you can determine it. Yeah, you can have a rough idea of both of you can have a rough idea of the size of the attacker and the size of depend according to the size that you can see on the ground of the victims. And there seems to be probably slightly smaller than most people.
So around 5'9", 5'10".
I have no idea what those figures mean. But probably something like that, I guess.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
170, 175 maybe.
What?
Like
170?
I think that's centimeters.
Yeah, 170. Yeah, around that 170, 175.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
seems,
around 5'7", 5'8" for us Americans, I believe.
Okay.
If I'm converting this correctly in my head.
Wait, how many centimeters?
170. So
Right.
you can
Right,
you
so
can
it's
say that.
117 centimeters.
170. 70.
Oh, it's that's not even 4 feet tall.
Yeah, no.
All right, so 5.5 feet.
No, they were not killed by Yoda.
So yeah, so that's why we can assume between 5'5" to 5'8", somewhere around there.
All right, so he's a short person.
I think.
Not
Wait,
really short,
Not
just
average, really.
not as much as the average male you'd think you'd determine. You Xander, on top of that, you have a strange feeling about this. You feel like there was probably more than one attacker.
Wait a minute. Can I try to roll for clairvoyance? I think clairvoyance so far has been the most useful skill. That's why I keep rolling for it.
It is a very useful skill, yes.
I think there might have been more than one attacker, Phoenix, so maybe we can find out some more information based on the two attackers. Or at least maybe we at least know that there's an accomplice.
Well, you don't really feel anything right now. You haven't. There's something uncomfortable in the air, but there's nothing